All right, thank you guys. Dr. Jennifer Hartstein, who specializes in psychotherapy with children, adolescents, and their families, joins us now to talk about what she has seen with social media usage in her practice. Welcome to the show and good morning to you. So as Casey mentioned, more mental health professionals are utilizing social media. What place does it have in your practice? I think that there are some people that may be a little bit hesitant to necessarily, go on social media and get advice in that manner. Is that legit?
Well, I think we have to be mindful. I think one of the things that Dr. Tracy points out is we're giving information for the masses, not for the individual.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my practice, we definitely encourage use of social media for information. What I do with my teenagers that I see is they bring it to me, show me what you're looking at. Let's discuss it. Let's figure out what you're enjoying about that, what makes sense, what you're liking. And we kind of use it as a stepping stone to get more information, generalize things, clarify things, all of those pieces.
And I'm sure it gives you a pretty good insight into kind of the world that, teenagers and kids, they're constantly immersed in, because it is a very immersive world in that, on that platform. But how has this changed your approach to therapy? And has it brought you patients who otherwise may have been reluctant to try therapy?
I think, because I work with young people, sometimes no, right? But I do think one of the things it did especially in the pandemic, was give them an opportunity to even have conversations with their parents, which then got them into therapy, which was great. It normalizes things. We don't think about mental health the way we think about physical health, and we need to start to do that. We go to the doctor when we don't feel okay. We need to do the same thing with our mental health stuff. And that's really important. And I think TikTok is allowing that. It's just normal. We all have mental health. Time to really address it. And TikTok about that.
And what's so interesting, like on Instagram, more so on Instagram for me because I'm rarely ever on TikTok, but there are so many accounts that are explicitly dedicated to anxiety, depression, things like that. And it's the people that own those accounts have actually gone through that. And so it's definitely an awesome thing to see it kind of coming to the forefront for a lot of different people. But how can those who watch these videos really make sure that they're getting accurate information? Because I'm sure you've seen it. We have financial gurus, self-proclaimed financial gurus, giving advice on when to buy a house, when to, cash in a 401k, things like that. You don't necessarily take your advice from everyone. So how can we make sure that we're getting it from a valid source?
I think that's a really important question, Alex, because especially for young people, right? There's such an ease of absorbing information and not having all of the correct information. So adults need to be checking, make sure that they're really recognizing, is the source a reasonable and reliable source? What is it? Who is it? Do a little bit of a deeper dig. And then let's all talk about it, right? I think the thing that TikTok is and any social media platform is providing is an opportunity to talk about all of this stuff. And I think that is so important. And it creates community. It makes people feel less alone. And if we feel less alone, maybe they'll actually go get help.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, starting those conversations, it's really what is important. Dr. Jennifer Hartstein, family psychologist, thank you so much for joining us today. Have a good Friday and a good weekend.
Yeah, you as well. Thanks for having me.
Yep, of course. Thank you.